Welcome to the Science of Longevity, exploring the 4 pillars of lifelong health. Welcome back to The Science of Longevity, the YouTube channel that provides science-backed tips and advice for extending lifespan and healthspan, improving overall health and well-being. As we continue to investigate the core components of physical health that make up Pillar 1, we now move to nutrition. We will discuss the simple approach people follow to live to 100 years old, before any fad diets were invented and even before modern healthcare. Eating a healthy and balanced diet is essential for our overall health and well-being. When we don't get the right nutrients, it can have negative effects on our bodies. In the short term, a poor diet can cause fatigue, irritability, and difficulty concentrating. It can also increase our risk of getting sick and make it harder for our bodies to recover from illness. In the long term, a diet lacking in essential nutrients has been linked to an increased risk of chronic diseases such as heart disease, diabetes, and certain types of cancer. On the other hand, good eating habits have numerous short-term and long-term benefits. In the short term, a healthy diet can improve our energy levels, mood, and overall sense of well-being. In the long term, a balanced and varied diet has been linked to improved heart health, better brain function, and overall better health. An important point to note here is that it is generally more important to eat good nutrition rather than to prevent poor quality food or mild toxins, such as caffeine or alcohol, from entering the body. This is because the body is effective at detoxing itself, when supported properly and not overwhelmed or poisoned. But the body cannot manufacture all the nutrition it needs without ingesting the right ingredients. Therefore, eating high-density nutrient foods is the most important first step. So, what does a healthy and balanced diet look like? It is easy to let this become overly complicated or fall into fad diets. To keep things simple and get a good foundation, simply focus on eating a variety of nutrient-dense foods from all the major food groups, including fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats. A good rule of thumb is to fill half your plate with fruits and vegetables, and the other half with whole grains and lean proteins. We have more videos on this, but for now, keep it simple. Once you are getting the nutrition you need, it is time to limit your intake of processed and high-sugar foods, as well as unhealthy fats. These foods contribute to inflammation and chronic disease. While the body can process these toxins, the repeated stress and inflammation compounds over time. Instead, try to focus on whole foods that are minimally processed and low in added sugars and unhealthy fats. But eating a healthy and balanced diet isn't just about what you eat, it's also about how you eat. Taking time to eat slowly and mindfully, and avoiding distractions such as screens, can help you tune into your body's hunger and fullness signals. This can help you avoid overeating and maintain a healthy weight. Eating mindfully often makes people aware that they do not always enjoy poor quality foods as much as they thought when distracted, and in fact, enjoy healthier options more. So, what did people do to live to 100 years or older, before modern healthcare, or getting confused with one fad diet after another? One of the most well-known practices comes from the Okinawan Islands of Japan. The Okinawan Islands are home to the largest population per capita of centenarians, people who live beyond 100 years old. One important practice they follow is the concept of eating until you are about 80% full. This practice is known as hara hachi bu. In Japanese, this translates literally to eat until you are 80% full. This practice is a part of the traditional Okinawan diet, which is known for promoting longevity and good health. This practice is not new or restricted to the Okinawan Islands. This practice has been described for centuries in other cultures including China and India. Studies of this practice, including studies at Cornell University in the early 1900s, supported the findings that this simple approach to eating extended longevity. The benefits of this practice include: firstly, weight management. By eating until you are only 80% full, you are less likely to overeat and consume too many calories, which can lead to weight gain and obesity. Secondly, improved digestion. Eating until you are 80% full can also help improve digestion by allowing the body to properly break down and absorb nutrients from food. Thirdly, reduced risk of chronic diseases. The Okinawan diet, which includes the practice of eating until you are 80% full, has been associated with a reduced risk of chronic diseases, such as heart disease, diabetes, and certain types of cancer. Fourthly, increased mindfulness. Practicing hara hachi bu encourages mindfulness around eating and promotes a healthier relationship with food. Fifthly, increased longevity. Studies have shown that people who practice hara hachi bu and follow the Okinawan diet have a higher life expectancy and lower rates of age-related diseases compared to other populations. Overall, the practice of eating until you are 80% full is a simple yet effective way to improve overall health and well-being. In conclusion, a healthy and balanced diet is essential for our overall health and well-being, but is not a complicated practice to follow. Best practice is simply to eat natural high-nutrient dense foods from plant-based sources and lean protein sources. Remember to eat slowly and mindfully, and consider practicing hara hachi bu. If sourcing a variety of nutrient-dense foods is challenging or there are concerns around obtaining the full spectrum of nutrition from your normal diet, then you can consider accompanying your diet with supplements such as multivitamins. We discuss this in more detail in another video, but for now, keep things simple and just take 1 or 2 steps forward until it is automatic. Explore the other components of Pillar 1, or you can find out what is covered in the other pillars by clicking one of the links provided.